Welcome back to the channel. XCN's about to explode again. And the reason why I'm posting this update now is because I don't like it when you guys are behind everybody else. So for example, some YouTubers will only update once the move has already gone parabolic, but for me personally, I don't see any real value in providing you updates when the market's already moved. Now, some of you that are new here are probably wondering, well, aren't you doing that now? No, we called the bottom on XCN, and if you missed out on those free buy calls, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss out on any more XCN updates that I will be posting daily. Now, XCN has officially completed its pullback, right, where we saw that rally, right, since the previous buy call I gave out at the very bottom. As you can see, we saw a straight line move of 263%. Well done to those of you that caught that. Now, we saw a slight pullback, right, over the weekend. Price pulled back around 37%. Now, 31%. We should now start to see XCN pick up momentum and slowly make its way back to its yearly highs. Now, here's the thing. This isn't just isolated to XCN. The overall market's about to experience a parabolic breakout. Now, as XCN is leading the charge this year as it relates to percentage gains, we do expect this momentum to continue. But as I've explained before, the biggest risk for you guys is going to be timing the top, making sure you're exiting at the right time, because it's all well and good making the money, but if you can't keep it, it means nothing. For example, if you bought XCN at the start of the year, you would have made 17x in less than 1 month. All you had to do is sell, buy again at the bottom, and now you've doubled your money, and essentially you could capture another 10x or so. Now, for those of you that are new here, let me just quickly reveal the next price targets before I move on. So our next price target on XCN is back to our highs, back to this area here, which is going to be at 0.05238883. Not a long way away. It may seem like it's only a 158 percentage point move. That should happen in no time. Once we break out of that, our next price target is at 0.0912644. Now, as a lot of you have been messaging me, you're now part of our Crypto Crew Premium channel, our free Telegram group below. Many people have been saying, well, what about seeing as price did peak, sold off? Is there a possibility where price could maybe go back up to all-time highs or go back up to this area and sell off before it goes higher? Now, I've said before, yeah, that is a possibility, but the good news is the market will give us a strong indication on the direction before it even occurs. This is how we're able to predict these bottoms and predict these tops, because you have to understand the overall macro market. You need to understand Bitcoin and the correlations between altcoins, and also it's also important to understand XCN's correlation with projects like Hedera, XRP, etc., right? And why a lot of XRP holders are buying XCN, right? Why a lot of HBAR holders are buying XCN, because it reminds them so much of the early stages of XRP. Now, some people may differ. Some people are going to argue about this in the comment section, but ask yourself this. If you own XCN right now, did you previously have XRP in your portfolio, or do you currently own XRP in your portfolio? Now, if the answer is, oh, wow, actually, I didn't notice that. Yes, it is. Now, think about the other people that are also the same. But anyway, those are the price targets. Let's move on with the video. Now, as we're about to make this parabolic move, this parabolic breakout, and I've already said the top is the most important thing, because the last thing we want is a mantra coin situation. This project that was at over a $6 billion market cap sold off 90% in 4 hours, right? And the market has continued to go down since the weekend, and it looks like it will continue to go down with the majority of the value wiped away. Now, this is why it's important to take profit along the way. This is why it's very important to make sure you're prepared. Now, some of you may be saying, well, how can I prepare for that? How do I possibly prepare for a rug pull or a scenario where the market dumps on me? Simple. Number one, ensure that you do have a portfolio that's well balanced. Now, some of you are going to say, no, XCN, that's the only thing I hold, etc. Well, okay, but just remember, we're going to see scenarios like this over the next few months, right? So it's important to make sure you've got a strong and well diversified portfolio. It's also important to understand the overall rhythm of the market, understanding the macro, understanding Bitcoin's price and how it affects the overall market, and also understanding XCN's correlation with other coins that I've mentioned before. So the good news is everybody on the XCN community is about to experience some real growth in their XCN portfolios. But I'm here to tell you, we could see a scenario where XCN has a parabolic move before all other coins, just like it did at the start of the year, peak, sell off, whilst all the other coins go up. So you need to make sure you're prepared for that. In fact, I want all of you to join my free Telegram group below, where I actually talk about what's happening from a macro perspective. So if you want to know, what's happening in the broader market and how that will affect XCN, I urge you all to join my free Telegram group below. I've also got a video in there where I show you for free how to make 100,000 in 1 month and 16 days using my 3 to 10x strategy, which is a strategy that many people are now actually planning to do with their XCN positions and other positions. So well done for those of you actually taking action and ensuring that you do walk away from this bull cycle making millions, right? So honestly, this is where you have to be on point. Join my free Telegram. If you don't have the link below, if you don't have the Telegram app, download the app, then click the link, otherwise it will not work. Also, if you want deeper insights into what's actually happening in the overall market, you want to know when I'm personally planning to sell, you want to know what I'm buying next, you want to know how to actually utilize this 3 to 10x strategy in real time, then you need to be a member of my Crypto Crew Premium channel. The link is in my description. Yes, everything is in depth. Yes, it's a step-by-step process. So literally you could be completely new to crypto, make hundreds of thousands and millions with us with zero experience just being in my Crypto Crew Premium channel. That's how easy it is to follow. But anyway, just to remind you, breakout is about to start. So get ready for that. Just remember the targets that I've mentioned. Remember to have a good profit-taking strategy. And of course, remember that this is the last cycle, so make sure you make the most of it. Until next update, guys, seize the day. And don't forget, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. Always make sure to do your own independent research. Until next update, seize the day.